Yes. So we are talking about actually hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon. While we are talking about hydrocarbon, there is another species or a group of atoms which is called alkyl group. So we should also know what is alkyl group. So we will try to find alkyl group. What is alkyl? So we are seeing alkyl group because it is also used many places at many places. So we should know it. You know, we have studied about alkane. Yesterday we studied about alkane and we saw that alkanes are those hydrocarbons which follow this formula CnH2n plus 2. If any compound having this formula is called alkane. If we remove one hydrogen from this alkane, the species formed is called alkyl. जो species बनेगी, that species is called alkyl, and alkyl can be represented as CnH2n plus 1. Actually, as we know that in alkane we have 2n plus 2, but if I remove one hydrogen, then this 2 will become 1 because there will be one hydrogen less in alkyl group. So let's understand it using a simple example. Okay, suppose we have CH4 and we know the name of CH4. Can anybody tell me the name of CH4? What is CH4 called? This CH4 is called methane. Yes, you're right. It is methane because it contains only one carbon. Okay, so it is methane. If I remove one hydrogen from methane, as we know that methane is an example of alkane. Okay, it is an example of alkane. If I remove one hydrogen from methane, it will become like this: CH3 and one valency will be free. Or we can write it as carbon, hydrogen, 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 and one free valency is there. So if it is methane, then this compound will be methyl. This will be methyl. And as we know that methyl has one less hydrogen than methane. Methane से एक hydrogen कम होगा. Next, let's see next one. Next one is C2H6, and we know that C2H6 is ethane because it contains two carbons, and species containing two carbons and follow this formula is called ethane. If I remove one hydrogen out of this ethane, अगर इथेन में से मैं एक हाइड्रोजन को रिमूव कर देता हूँ. अच्छा, इथेन कैन आल्सो बी रिटन एज, इसे ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं हम CH3. This is also ethane. It has two carbons having 3 hydrogen at each. Okay, so if I remove one hydrogen, then it will become like this: C2 and H5. Okay, and one valency will be free. This is not a negative sign. Okay, try to understand it. This is not a negative sign which I have used here. This is a free bond because if I remove one hydrogen, the one bond will be free. So that's why it is showing the free bond. It can be represented as, इसको ये भी represent कर सकते हैं carbon, hydrogen, 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 like this. So this is the free valency. So what should we call it? इसे क्या बोलना चाहिए हमें? If it is ethane, then it should be ethyl. Okay, it should be ethyl. It is ethyl. So similarly, we can write other examples like number 3. If we have C3 and H8, so it is propane. And if I remove one hydrogen from propane, then it will become like this: C3H7, or it can be written as CH3, CH2, and one free valency. Then it will be called, if it is propane, it is called propyl. Okay, no E is here. It is called propyl. And similarly, if we have C4H10, it is butane. If I remove one hydrogen from butane, it will become C4 H9, or it can be written as CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2 and one free bond. Then it is called butyl. Butyl. Okay. So let me remind you again. Try to understand it. Okay. It's very simple. If we remove one hydrogen from alkane, then it becomes alkyl. Just like methane becomes methyl, ethane becomes ethyl, propane becomes propyl, and butane becomes butyl. Okay, so alkane becomes alkyl. So ये चीज आपको ध्यान रखनी है. So always there is one free valency in these alkyl groups. In this alkyl group you will have one free valency on which any functional group can be attached. कोई दूसरा ग्रुप आकर के वहां पर अटैच हो सकता है. ठीक है. It is all about alkyl group. So I think alkyl group is clear to you. Let's move ahead. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Yes. Let me rough it. After alkyl, we will know how we can represent different type of hydrocarbon. Let's see. Different type of hydrocarbons can be represented by different ways. Okay, so we are seeing representation of hydrocarbons. Okay, how we can represent hydrocarbons? Let's see. So there are different ways by which we can represent the hydrocarbons. So first method is molecular formula. Second method is structural formula. Third method is condensed structural formula. Okay, and the fourth method is bond line formula. So there are four ways by which we can express a hydrocarbon. ठीक है, हाइड्रोकार्बन को हम इन चार तरीके से एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं. लेट्स हैव अ सिंपल एग्जांपल. एक सिंपल एग्जांपल लेते हैं. Suppose we have a simple compound that is called C4H10. This is called butane. ठीक है. We have a simple example that is called butane, and butane's formula is C4H10. So if I write this formula C4H10, so this is only molecular formula. ठीक है. We have written only total number of carbon and total number of hydrogen present in this formula. It is called molecular formula. If I separate each carbon from each other and show it using a single or double bond, then it will be called structural formula, like this. If I write it like this: 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon and 4 carbon, and each carbon has hydrogen with it. Okay, it is 10, C4H10. So this is the structural formula. Okay, this one is structural formula. Here I have shown all the bonds between carbon and hydrogen. Just remember it. If you are drawing the structural formula of a compound or a molecule, then you draw all the bonds present between carbon and hydrogen. Okay, that is called structural formula of that particular compound. If we take example of condensed structural formula, what we do in condensed structural formula, we don't draw the bond between carbon and hydrogen. कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन के जो बॉन्ड है उसे आप ड्रॉ नहीं करेंगे. You only draw the bond between carbon and carbon, like this. For same compound, we have carbon and carbon. So as we know that there are 4 carbons and there are 3 bonds between them. So I have used only bond between carbon and carbon, but I am not going to draw the bond between carbon and hydrogen. So as you can see here, these bonds, I'm not going to draw these bonds. I will write 3 hydrogen here, 3 hydrogen here, 3 hydrogen here, and 3 hydrogen here. That's it. Sorry, 2 hydrogen here. 2 hydrogen and 2 hydrogen. So this type of structural formula is called condensed structural formula. Actually, what is the meaning of condensed? Condensed means if you make all the particles to come close. अगर आप particles को पास पास ले आते हैं तो condense हो जाता है. So what you have done here, you have only you have kept the particles together. यहाँ पर साथ साथ रखा आपने इन सबको, तो that's why it is a condensed formula. And next is bond line formula. Bond line formula. What is bond line formula? In bond line formula, we don't show any element, carbon and hydrogen. We don't need to show them. हम ने तो कार्बन को लिखते हैं, न हम हाइड्रोजन को लिखते हैं. We only draw bond lines in it. इसमें हम केवल bond line को draw करते हैं. And each terminating point indicate carbon. हर terminating point जो last point है आपके पास में वो कार्बन को शो करता है, और हर जो बैंड आएगा वहां पर जितने भी बैंड होंगे वो कार्बन को शो करेगा. So this formula can also be expressed as 1, 2, 3. Now this is the formula for butane. Actually, how it is butane? We can draw it like this: CH3, CH2, CH2, and CH3. So here each end point of the bond line shows CH3. This is CH3. This is CH3. This is CH2. This is CH2. So any long chain we can express using this formula. इस formula को यूज में लेकर के हम किसी chain को भी express कर सकते हैं. We can also draw a cyclic compound using this. Suppose we have, जैसे मान लीजिए, suppose we have this compound. So can we name this compound? Yes, very simple. Actually, what we have to do is we have to consider that each band contains one carbon. So it can be written as CH2, 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 and CH2. So this is cyclobutane. This is cyclobutane, and this is the bond line formula of cyclobutane. So here I have told you, I have explained you the 4 ways by which we can express any hydrocarbon. ठीक है, किसी भी हाइड्रोकार्बन को आप 4 तरह से एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं: बाय मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला, बाय स्पेक्ट्रल फार्मूला, बाय condensed structural formula, and by bond line formula. I think it is clear to you all. Okay, इसको रफ कर देते हैं और फिर आगे चलते हैं. Let's see. Then the next thing is which we are going to study is hydrocarbons. There are one more type of hydrocarbon which we should know is the cyclic compounds. There are some cyclic compounds, some closed structure of hydrocarbon. Okay, how can we name them? So let's see. देखते हैं उसे. So we are seeing the closed hydrocarbon closed hydrocarbon chain. The closed hydrocarbon chain. Okay. Or we can say cyclic hydrocarbon. Okay, we will name them as well. Naming भी हम करेंगे. Let's start with first one, very first one. As you can see here, I have drawn a structure of a compound. Okay, and this structure is a closed structure. Okay, it is closed from all the sides. And this is the next one: CH2, CH2, CH2. This is CH2. This is also hydrocarbon. And this is third one: CH2, 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 and CH2. Okay. So suppose if we want to write the name of these type of hydrocarbons, they can be named very easily. आसानी से इनका नाम दे सकते हैं. First thing which you have to remember is, whenever you are writing the name of these compounds which are closed structure, so you have to write first cyclo. You have to write first cyclo. because and all closed structures are cyclo. ठीक है, then you have to count the number of carbon. So we have 1, 2 and 3 carbons, and as we know that for 3 carbons we use prop. Okay, for 4 carbon we use but, for 5 carbon we use pent. We studied it in yesterday class. ठीक है, कल की क्लास में हमने ये पढ़ा था. So as we know that there are 3 carbons. So what can we use here? After cyclo we can use prop. Cycloprop. And we know that there are single bond between carbon and carbon. So whenever there is only single bond between carbon and carbon, we use ane, A-N-E-A. So the name of this compound is cyclopropane. So can anybody tell me the name of the next compound? What should be it? क्या होना चाहिए? Can anybody tell me the name of this compound? Very good, great. Yeah, correct. It is correct. It is cyclobutane. Okay, it is cyclobutane, and it should be, what should it be? It should be cyclo. Okay, it should be cyclopentane. Okay, that means you are paying full attention. आप पूरा ध्यान दे रहे हैं. That's great. That's very good. Okay, so we can easily name the cyclo compounds. तो हमें एक प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी अगर साइक्लो कंपाउंड हमारे सामने आ जाता है, तो वी कैन इजीली नेम देम. आसानी से हम उनका नाम लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है, चलिए लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट, है ना. आगे चलते हैं हम. द नेक्स्ट इज द नोमेनक्लेचर, नो, नेक्स्ट इज द फंक्शनल ग्रुप. नाउ वी विल स्टडी अबाउट द फंक्शनल ग्रुप, डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ फंक्शनल ग्रुप. सो लेट्स सी फंक्शनल ग्रुप. Functional group. So first we will try to know what is functional group. Actually functional groups are atoms or group of atoms which determine the properties of any hydrocarbon or any organic compound. किसी organic compound की property को determine करने वाले जो हमारे पास एटम है और ग्रुप ऑफ एटम्स है, दे आर कॉल्ड फंक्शनल ग्रुप. तो पढ़ेंगे डिटेल में. फर्स्ट लेट मी राइट द डेफिनेशन. सो वी कैन राइट इट एज एटम्स और ग्रुप ऑफ एटम्स which determine the properties of organic compound. Okay, which determines the property of organic compound are called functional group. उन्हें हम functional group कहते हैं. So I think you must have heard about different type of functional groups such as alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid. So these are the functional groups which determine the property of organic compound. So let's see a different type of functional groups we have. So actually organic compounds are those compounds which are derived from plants or animals, which can be obtained from plants or animals. So such type of compounds are called organic compounds, such as we can obtain them from nature, from living beings. और उनसे अगर आप उनको ऑब्टेन कर रहे हैं, उनसे ड्राइव कर रहे हैं, तो सच टाइप ऑफ कंपाउंड्स आर कॉल्ड ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स. बट राइट नाउ nowadays not only those compounds are organic, but some compounds are also called organic which have been made in laboratories as well. ये पहले कहा गया था इस तरह के कंपाउंड जो कि, क्योंकि ऑर्गेनिक जो है बेटा ऑर्गन से ड्राइव है. ऑर्गेनिक वर्ड्स हैव बीन ड्राइव्ड फ्रॉम ऑर्गन्स, एंड वी नो दैट ऑर्गन्स आर फाउंड इन एनिमल्स एंड प्लांट्स. Okay, so the substances or the compounds which can be derived from organic substances in the plants and animals, so are called organic compounds. But right now we cannot say only those organic compounds, because organic compounds can also be obtained in laboratory. We can make organic compounds in laboratory में भी बना सकते हैं. ठीक है. So here I am taking some example of organic functional group. So functional groups are first is alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, कीटोन, carboxylic acid and halogen. Actually these are the functional groups, and these functional groups are represented by a particular symbol. एक particular symbol से इनको अपन represent भी करते हैं. If we are talking about alcohol, so alcohol can be represented using OH. OH is the symbol of alcohol. If you see anywhere OH in any organic compound, so you can say that it is alcoholic group. If you have CHO group, it represents the aldehyde. CHO group is aldehyde, and CHO group can be written as well. इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं आप CHO group को. This is the structural formula of aldehyde. If we are talking about ketone, actually ketone is just like this. Ketone इस तरह से होता है. Carbon having oxygen and 2 bonds is called ketone. And carboxylic acid can be written as COOH, and or it can be written as COOH. So this is also carboxylic acid. So halogen. So in terms of halogen, we can say chlorine, bromine, and iodine. All these are halogens. This is called fluoro. This is called fluoro. This is called bromo, and this is called iodo. Okay, they are halogens and they are functional groups. So how can we know how they are situated in any particular compound? Let's see. Suppose we have a compound CH3, CH2 and COOH. Okay, this is a compound we have. So in this compound you can identify that this COOH is used as functional group. It is a functional group, and this is the hydrocarbon, part of hydrocarbon, and the name of this compound is make a prop. It is called propanoic acid. So you can say propanoic acid as a functional group, that is carboxylic acid. And one more example, let's see. We have CH3, CH2OH. Okay, this is called ethyl alcohol. This is ethyl alcohol, and the another name of this compound is ethanol. So in this ethanol you can see this OH group is alcoholic group. Okay, this is a functional group. This is alcoholic group. This is functional group. So actually functional group cannot be obtained, individually. You will not get individually. ये आपको अकेले कहीं पे भी नहीं मिलेंगे. They are always connected with some hydrocarbons. ठीक है? They are always connected with some hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbon से connected मिलेंगे. That's why first we have studied about the hydrocarbons, and then we are studying about the functional group. And actually what happens when these functional groups are attached with them, they show some characteristic property, and they can change the property of hydrocarbon. Actually जैसे अगर हमारे पास में suppose ये compound है CH3, it is called ethane. ठीक है, it is called ethane. ethane की chemical property अलग होगी. ठीक है, हो सकता है ethane का freezing point अलग होगा, ethane का boiling point अलग होगा, ethane की reactivity अलग होगी. But if ethane change into ethyl alcohol, अगर इसमें मैं एक OH group attach कर देता हूँ, if I attach one OH group removing one hydrogen, so it will become like this. अब ये क्या बन गया? This is alcohol. This is ethyl alcohol. और ethyl alcohol क्या होता है? You know that ethyl alcohol can be used as a liquid. Liquid की तरह लोग इसका यूज करते हैं, तो ड्रिंक पर्पस के लिए भी यूज में लेते हैं. That is ethyl alcohol. ठीक है? In this ethyl alcohol OH group is present. अगर मैं इस OH को हटा दूंगा तो उसकी स्मेल भी चेंज हो जाएगी, उसकी प्रॉपर्टी चेंज हो जाएगी, उसका वोलेटाइल नेचर चेंज हो जाएगा, उसका फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट, बॉइलिंग पॉइंट, स्मेल, एवरीथिंग विल बी चेंज. एंड स्मेल, boiling point, melting point, and the nature and all the things are determined by this group. This group can change the property of ethane. ठीक है, if it connect with ethane, it will change into alcohol. ठीक है, तो ये ध्यान रखना, ऐसे ग्रुप जो अपन जब इनके साथ अटैच कर देते हैं, तो अटैच होने के बाद उनकी प्रॉपर्टी को चेंज कर देते हैं. ऐसे ग्रुप्स को हम क्या कहते हैं? These groups are called functional group. ठीक है ना. So they are very important, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं फंक्शनल ग्रुप, ये ध्यान रखना है अपन को. ठीक है, चलिए इसको रख कर देते हैं. लेट्स मूव अहेड, आगे बढ़ते हैं फिर. It was all about the functional group. Now what comes next? The next thing is how we can name these compounds. Okay, there are so many compounds, so they can be identified by their names. Without knowing names, how can we be able to find out what type of compound is it? So every compound has some identity and it can be remembered by its name ना. तो इनको इनके नाम से ही अपन याद रख सकते हैं. So how can we name them? तो इन्हें हम naming कैसे करेंगे? Let's see. For naming we have certain rules. We will follow certain rules to name the compound. Let's see. Let's start with the very beginning, with a very simple compound. Actually, let's start with naming of organic compounds. Okay, all the compounds we saw were organic compounds. So we are seeing the naming of organic compounds. So there are two ways by which we can name the organic compounds, and one of the name is IUPAC. IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, so we should know what is IUPAC. Actually, IUPAC is nothing but an organization. Okay, it is an organization which decides what type of name should we use for any particular compound. Okay, and we can say that all the rules and regulations which are followed by regarding chemicals are made by IUPAC. IUPAC is such an organization which fix the rules for any particular nomenclature or reaction. जो सब कुछ है वो सब कौन करेगा? In chemistry, in term of chemistry, all the rules and regulations are decided by IUPAC. IUPAC इसको decide करता है. So now what is the full form of IUPAC? First see, IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, it is very important because sometimes this full form is asked, है ना, पूछ ली जाती है examination. So this is the full form of IUPAC. So we are writing the IUPAC nomenclature. मतलब using IUPAC rules, how can we name different type of organic compounds? So one by one we will take example of the compounds. So first we are taking example of naming of alcohol. First we are taking naming of alcohol. Actually, if we are writing the IUPAC name of alcohol, so what is it? IUPAC name of alcohol. Alcohol is alkane plus all. Alkane plus all. Okay, its name is alkane plus all, and if we combine these two things, E will be omitted and it will be called alkanol. It is called alkanol. Okay, how alkanol is named? Listen, कैसे नाम दिया जाता है alkanol को? Suppose we have CH3OH, we have CH3CH2OH, we have CH3CH2CH2 and OH, and one more, we have CH3CH2CH2 and OH. Okay, so we are going to write the IUPAC name of these compounds. इन compounds के हम IUPAC name लिखेंगे. So what we have to do is, first we have to write the alkane. Okay, so alkane is determined by number of carbons. So here we have only one carbon. So for one carbon, what should be the name of alkane? It is methane. And plus OH. Alcohol है हमारे पास. For OH we can use all. So what should be the full name of this compound? The full name should be methane plus all. It should be methanol. Okay, it should be methanol. Methanol is the name, IUPAC name of this compound. Okay, and let's write the name of second compound. Second compound का नाम क्या होना चाहिए? Let's see. Yes, yes, you are right. It is methyl. So that because I am writing IUPAC nomenclature of this compound, if we want to write the common name, in that case we can use it as a methyl and then alcohol. It is a common name. अगर मैं इसका common name लिखता हूँ, it will be methyl alcohol. But in IUPAC there is a rule. But in IUPAC nomenclature there is a rule that we count the number of carbon. Okay, we do not see the group. ठीक है, हम ग्रुप को नहीं देखते, कार्बन को देखते हैं IUPAC में. So while you are writing the IUPAC name, then you will use methanol. But while you are using a common name, so in common name, as you said, it is correct that it is methyl and OH is alcohol. Then we can write it methyl alcohol. It is not so that methyl alcohol is incorrect. Methyl alcohol is also correct. Methanol is also correct. But methanol is IUPAC name and methyl alcohol is a common name. Okay, so both type of name can be used, but it's up to examiner what type of name can be asked. Okay, so let's see the second one. In second, because we are following this rule at all, है ना, हम इस rule के according लिख रहे हैं. That is, we have two carbon. For two carbon, what should be the name of alkane? For two carbon, the name of alkane is ane and ane, ethane, and then after that we will use all. So it will become ethanol. ठीक है, it will become ethanol. It is ethanol, and if it is ethanol, so we can also write the common name. Common name भी लिख सकते हैं. Common name कैसे लिखेंगे? If ये जो हमने ग्रुप बताया था आपको, this is ethyl group and this is alcohol group. So in common we can write ethyl alcohol. This is common name. ठीक है. Remember this. This is IUPAC and the bracket, the name in the bracket is a common name. And let's see the next one. And the next one is, we have three carbons here. So what should be the name of IUPAC name of this compound? Can anybody tell me? कोई बता सकता है? Yeah, it is. Yeah, correct. It is propane plus all. It is propanol. It is propanol. Okay. It is propanol. E will be omitted. ध्यान रखना, E which is coming in the end will be omitted when you will use OL. OL use करेंगे तो E को हटा देंगे वहाँ. And the common name is propyl alcohol. Okay, it is common name. Propyl alcohol is a common name. And if we talk about the last one, it has 4 carbon. For 4 carbon, we have, what's the name of alkane? We have butane. Butane or plus all. So it should be butanol. It should be, yeah, correct. It should be butanol. And what should be the common name of this compound? Can anybody tell me? Very good, very good. Yes, correct. It is butyl alcohol. It is butyl alcohol. So this is the nomenclature of alcohol. Okay, but remember this, the name which I have written in blue is common name, and the name which I have written in a red is IUPAC name. Okay, but mostly IUPAC name is asked in questions. But this year it is not going to be asked because, as I told you, it has been deleted. But you have to remember these things. You have to learn these things because they are very important, which we are going to study further in the chapter. है ना, जो आगे हम पढ़ेंगे, तो ये चीज आने के बाद आपको ज़्यादा अच्छा समझ में आएगा और आगे भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, आपको आना चाहिए. Because if school is not opening, it doesn't mean that your study should be suffered. Okay, you have less knowledge about the subject. It is not good for you as well. आपके लिए अच्छा नहीं है. तो इस वजह से we are just covering the topics which are important as well. जो important है वो topics अपन साथ में cover कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. So this is about the alcohol. So let's take the another one. Or next example. One more example we can take. Okay, we can take the example of, right now we can take the example of halogen compound. Halogen compound. You know, halogen compounds are those compounds which have halogen: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So let's see the IUPAC name. IUPAC name of halogen compound. Halogen compound. So halogen compound का जो IUPAC name है, actually it is called haloalkene. It's very simple. Haloalkene. ध्यान रखना, इसमें हम halogen को पहले लिखते हैं. It is called haloalkene. Suppose we have some haloalkene. First is CH3Cl. Second is CH3CH2Cl. Third is CH3CH2CH2Br. Okay. And number 4 is CH3CH2CH2CH2NF. Okay. So let us write the name of these compounds. It's very simple. Let's write the name of first compound. पहले first compound का नाम लिखते हैं. देखिए, in first compound, as I said that we have to write the halo, then alkene. Halo means we have how many types of halo we have? We have Cl, Br, F. If we have Cl, it will be called fluoro, it will be called bromo, it will be called fluoro. ठीक है? These are halo. इन्हें ही हम क्या कह रहे हैं? They are halo. ये halo है. ठीक है? So let's see. So what should be the name of this compound? This is fluoro, and this is one carbon makes plus ane, है ना? Because it is alkene. So we can write fluoro, and one carbon के लिए क्या होगा? It should be fluoromethane. Yeah, it is fluoromethane. ठीक है? This is IUPAC. Second, this is fluoro, and it has two carbons. So for two carbons we can use ethane. It is fluoroethane. For three carbons we have Br, bromo, and for three carbon it is propane, bromopropane. Okay, and this one we have in the end F is fluoro. So it will be fluoro, and for four carbon we should use butane, fluorobutane. Okay, so I think it is clear to you how we can name different compounds according to IUPAC. IUPAC के according अपन different compounds की naming कैसे कर सकते हैं? We can easily